schmaltzy, the furry, and the funny, Steven.
All right, all right. Thanks, Plethos, for having me here tonight. I'm excited to share some laughs, hopefully, with the rest of you. Just to get things introduced, as you just said, my name is Steven, and that's Steven with a V, which apparently I need to say, because I guess a PH also makes a V sound, but that wasn't the phonics that I was hooked on as a kid. I mean, I don't call people on my cell phone or go to the pharmacy to get prescriptions. And my map doesn't have Phoenix, Arizona on it, but whatever. Uh, to keep that going, though, it's also important to make sure that you say my name with an N, because if you don't, my mom will find you. His name is not a Steve, it's a Ste-V-e-N. It's like, whoa, mom, at least they're close. I mean, they're not calling me Dick, short for Richard, or calling me Bob, short for Robert. They're not even calling me Joel, short for Joelith. Or whatever Joel is short for, I guess. But if you couldn't tell that accent, that's my mom who's 100% Italian, which makes me 50% Italian and 50% starving. I mean, with a 6'3" blue-eyed frame, I look more like one of those used car salesman things. Than I do actually an Italian. But, I mean, we'll just go with it, because I said I was 50% starving, and what I mean by that is that although my mom is Italian, she doesn't quite fit that good home cooking stereotype. I mean, she tries to cook, just not well. Here, Ste-V-e-N, I made you some fish. Mom, why do these fish taste like pine trees? Okay, fine. I made you some noodles. Mom, these noodles taste like fish. You don't like them, my cook? Mom, your cooking just tastes like al dente disappointment. Oh,
That's a good one.
oh. I love my mom, though. I mean, she's on the call, so I have to say that, right?
Hi, Mom.
But it's great. I mean, my mom is great. She's done a lot of great things for us. And by us, I mean my sister. And it's one of those things to where I have an older sister. And having an older sister has done a lot to me. I feel like it's my own kind of post-traumatic stress disorder in a way. I mean, I started to go to therapy recently to try to get some answers. But I just got way more questions. Like, why are you here? What brings you in today? Why do you feel that way? Why do you think you feel that way? It's like, no, that's why I'm seeing you. But once I mentioned that I have an older sister, it just turns out I have YBS. YBS? Is that related to IBS, like irritable bowel syndrome? Because I do feel like I'm constantly being dumped on. But no, it's actually younger brother syndrome, which answers a lot of the reasons why I'm kind of been a victim to my sister's antics as a kid. I mean, some of the common stuff like Batman tour Robin, reindeer to Santa's sleigh. I was even her DD as a kid too, I guess. But of course there's dress up. I mean, I was basically the my-size Barbie that she never had. But it was always great though. I mean, I secretly loved dress up because it released my alter ego, Stephanie! Yeah, Stephanie's great! Except for Stephanie just looks like one of those Kardashians who just never had any plastic surgery done. I mean, my hair's all long with that wig. The long, blue, wrinkly dress that we found in my mom's closet. The lace-up heels that don't quite fit. But then the makeup or watercolor paint looks like Shrek in the Joker hooked up. But it's fine though. I just go with it. I mean, it kind of makes me who I am. And it's taught me a lot of interesting things. Like, for example, I was also baptized Catholic as a kid or as a baby, but at 2 months old, I didn't give consent to that. I mean, I was basically waterboarded for Jesus. But that Italian Catholic heritage, though, always has me coming back for more. I think it's because the wine and bread portions are never enough. I guess you could say the body of Christ is thicker than water, or the body of Christ goes better with Cheese Whiz. I don't know. It's fine. It's been an interesting time though, right? With this whole quarantine thing. I mean, I'm grateful for the fact that we can have these Zoom meetings, so I can be a little bit social. And it's one of those things to where COVID-19 is out there playing Pokemon Go, trying to catch us all, while we're in here just gaining weight. I mean, I survived the freshman 15, but I don't know about this COVID-19, guys. It's really racking up. But it's fine. I've also learned a lot of really cool things. I mean, now that we're kind of at home, we can all kind of work from home or interview from home. I have learned a lot of really cool things, though. I mean, there's a lot of somewhat similarities between dating and interviewing, or not at all. They tell you to dress for the role you want, not the role you have. But take it from me, don't show up to a first date dressed like a dad. Doesn't go over too well. I mean, I'm wearing Skechers, pleated khaki pants, a maternity shirt slightly tucked in, and I was pushing a stroller. It's like, what more do you want? And if I actually make it to that conversation, I'm packed full of dad jokes. Don't act surprised about these ones because I stole them. But I solved a puzzle last week. It took me a week to solve it, but it said 3 to 4 years on the box. And I've learned that a dad joke becomes a dad joke when it becomes apparent. But I'm not going to keep boring you with these dad jokes because I don't have any kids yet, so that would just be a faux pas. That one's a good one. I like it. But I'm going to get back to some original jokes, though. I mean, dating and interviewing has some similarities. But when you're trying to tell people why you're single or why you're unemployed, those reasons don't quite work the same. I mean, it's like, oh, hey, what's wrong? And it's like, oh, my ex cut head count. Or my position was eliminated. I don't know. Maybe affirmative action gave my job to a woman or a foreigner. The facial reactions that just happened in that mic were fantastic. Some of you were just like, that just happened. That was awesome. But I'm going to leave it with this, though. I'm watching the clock. I think it's time for me to give it back. But I did learn some similarities, though, between dating and interviewing that I want to share with you. They're both expensive. They're both time-consuming. You can find them both on Craigslist. And with this quarantine, you don't have to wear pants. It's fantastic. So with the nods of other people who probably aren't wearing pants right now, I'm going to get back to finding the new opportunity, and I'll hope you guys enjoy your Saturday night. Thank you so much for having me.
Yay.
Great job.
Yo. Great job, Steven. Everyone, let's give it up for Steven.